like to give the warmest welcome to all of you today. Welcome to our guests from all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank goodness we have technology, right? So we can all still stay connected even with all the social distancing in place. We're so lucky to be able to meet online with a group of positive and like-minded people. With the current health epidemic, our typical life has been changed. It's created a new norm. Right now, people are focusing on health and realize that our income and lifestyle is impacted. Even with what's going on today, there's a group of positive and diverse group of individuals who are hustling from the comforts of their home, using their cell phone to achieve their dreams. Tonight, you're in for a real treat. Last year, I was just like you. I was sitting at home watching a webinar and saw this individual who is funny, down to earth, and full of energy. Then I had the privilege of meeting him in person in Florida, and he is just as authentic and positive in person. What I came to find out is he's a serial entrepreneur who have created and operated several businesses. But what I found most interesting about him is he has a vision for what's trending in technology, products, and the proven system. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you my friend, Boss, and have him share with you the latest opportunity. Hey, Boss, how's it going?
Nancy, how are you? You know, I have a question. Did you say funny or funny looking? I wasn't sure.
Funny and funny.
Well, wow, yeah, I mean, it's been really an amazing journey, right, Nancy? I mean, for you, what you just said, a year ago, you were sitting behind and watching like, you know, so many people from around the world right now. And now look who you are. You're an amazing leader. You and your husband working together. So thank you so much for that warm welcome. Are you guys staying safe?
Yes, of course, just like everybody else.
Good, 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 good. Again, thank you so much, Nancy, for that really remarkable, heartwarming introduction. I appreciate it. And I have to live up to it. And folks, well, thank you for being here. I want to really thank you, first of all, for you being here. And hello and welcome. And, you know, as I mentioned to Nancy, I hope you guys are all staying, you know, really safe at home, because I know there's a lot of things happening in the world, and the most important things that we're safe and we're working on our immune system to make sure that we're up and up. You know, before we get started, I really want to get related. Let's get acquainted. Nancy mentioned I am a serial entrepreneur. That just means, you know, a long time ago, I discovered that I didn't want to work for myself, and I didn't want someone telling me when I should come to work, when I should go home, how much I'm worth. So a long time ago, I said, you know what, I want to work for myself. And you know, the journey began, you know, after college. I said, you know, I want to do something and I want to create something. And along the way, I've started many different ventures. And now with over 30 years of experience in entrepreneurship, you know, some of the travels into certain industries have paid not so much success, and some of the adventures have been really amazing. And you know, what it has done is for me is really created an amazing lifestyle that I live today. And it's all because I took action and I went to work. So it wasn't easy to do, but I decided to work. And today I'm able to share with people, you know, what businesses don't work and what really works. Because as Nancy mentioned, I have studied different trends in the marketplace, and I've been very fortunate to jump on a few trends that have really created the lifestyle that I live today. So that's a little bit about my background. And then, you know, it's really in 2009 that was really, my life was impacted. You know, how many of you guys in the US, I know, you know, we have people from where, let's see here. We have people from Asia, we have people from the Americas, we have people, let's see, logged in from even Europe. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, right? And Australia. So I know we have a lot of people. And, you know, in 2009 in America, there was a big economic meltdown that really disrupted my lifestyle. I lost money. I lost my income property. I lost my home. And that's when I probably started losing my hair. I mean, can you imagine that, right? And I was in a funk. I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do? You know, have you ever noticed that at the right time, the right person shows up? Well, that happened to me about 7.5, 8 years ago now. One of my good friends today, his name is Patrick. He said to me, Voss, there's a way to make money online. And I've always been curious, how do people make money online? I didn't know how, and I thought it would cost hundreds and thousands of dollars. And what I discovered was it was very simple to do. And when I saw it, I said, I'm in. And, it's about making a decision right away, right? So by making that decision, it's afforded me to live a life that I've never imagined. And my wife and I, we love to travel. We're traveling, always traveling, except this year we haven't traveled at all. We canceled 3 of our trips. And again, what it does, it enables me to share with other people what it takes to create something that people are, really deserve. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me get this PowerPoint going. Let's see here. I'm getting the help of one of my team members. So today, my intention is to really share with you an opportunity that people around the world have found success. They made a huge impact in their life. And perhaps the conversation for yourself is, maybe I'm looking for something different. People look now today, what are people looking for, right? People are looking for, let me get control of my mouse here. Let's see here. Okay, economic security, right? And certainty in this uncertain world. Everybody wants this. And more than ever, time flexibility. Now, today we have time flexibility. Most of you guys are at home doing what you're doing because you can't get to work, or you can't open up your shop, or whatever you're doing. But what about after this virus is over? Do you have the time flexibility to spend with your family that you're doing today? People want that. And health and vitality, more than ever before, people want to be healthy. They want to embrace that health and vitality to be able to do things that they did 10, 20, 30 years ago. So it's very important. The mind has shifted how important our health is, for ourselves, and helping people. I've seen so many people on social media helping people out, helping maybe pick up groceries or getting masks or whatever it is. People are in touch with the humanity. And that's what people like, right? And it's really about building your dreams. And for what? For a better future for ourselves and the world. And that's what people want. And with the travels, my wife and I do extensive travels last year. That's what everybody's looking for. They want to be happy. They want to be able to do the things that they like to do and to be around the people that they like. So, when we look at the economy today, the global economy, it's talking about technology. Now, the little phone, the cell phone, it's so smart, right? With artificial intelligence, we're able to connect with economies around the world. There are no barriers that get in the way. And again, we want health. And what it's actually doing is it's creating a culture that people love, to be able to spend time with the family, the loved ones. And this is where we're in. We're actually in the middle of all this. And what it does, it creates a global convergence, and it creates a new technology. The question I have for you is, are you part of this new technology? Have you been involved? And for me, I'm very fortunate to be involved in this technology of online presence to monetize the internet, right? So you probably want to know who we are. So in 2009, a company called Jeunesse Global launched on September 9, 2009, called 090909 in Orlando, Florida. Now the word jeunesse, it means youth in French, even though we're an American company. And Jeunesse, the company, launched with a very clear mission statement. The Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering us to unleash our potential. Isn't that brilliant? I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Everybody wants it. And you know what I discovered? That in a very short period of time, Jeunesse has been able to reach to 150 countries and territories around the world. Now this, if you look at it, how many other companies have the reach that far into the world, right? And the company has been launched all these countries, and we see the difference that it has made for other people when they get involved. The road to $1 billion. We've been very successful in the last 10 years. As I mentioned, we launched in 2009. In the last 10 and a half years, we have actually hit $1 billion mark. We actually broke records in the industry. How do we do that? Well, we did that by sharing this opportunity and the products with people around the world. And we broke records in year number 6. We became one of the first companies in the history of this industry to do $1 billion in sales in 1 year. And since then, we've also done $1 billion each and every single year up until 2019. And I'm sure we'll hit that mark again in 2020 because more and more people are open to the idea of online presence, right? But if you look at companies like conventional companies like Apple, Facebook, Amazon, all the way to Google, they've also achieved it. They also had a platform that took them. And these are technology companies. And folks, Jeunesse has that platform. That's what makes it easy and simple for us to achieve these goals around the world. Now, Jeunesse went out and looked for the best of the best. The Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. Nathan Newman, he is the developer of the adult stem cell technology that we're going to talk about today. And he's also right here in Beverly Hills, right in my backyard. He's been seen on TV, and he's a very popular guy amongst the stars of Hollywood. You know, everybody wants to look pretty, right? They go to him, and he has the products for them. And Dr. William Amsolog, he is very knowledgeable about Western medicine and Eastern medicine combined. So he brings a lot of knowledge. He's also the director of product sciences for Jeunesse Global. Dr. Vincent Giampapa, I call him the godfather in the anti-aging world. Because why? Because he's actually the first president of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. So he's the who's who. He studies and researches, and he develops products to help people look younger, not just the outside. That's Dr. Nathan, right? But what he does, Dr. Vincent Giampapa does, has products that are able to target certain cells in our body to slow down aging. Dr. Donna Antar works closely with the Home Office to make sure we have the products that people are looking for. And the newest member of our team is Christian Dupro, who is a scientist and a researcher. He's world renowned, and he has written 3 books in the area of stem cells and what happens when we lose stem cells, and how do we grow more stem cells in our system. So again, brilliant individuals, and what they have done is they have brought technology products to the forefront, and they have also shared products that are not, the technology is not even available. Not only that, you cannot get these products anywhere in any stores. You could only get them through Jeunesse certified websites. And so let's talk about a little bit about the system. These are high technology products, and they're products that help us look younger on the inside, outside, as well as the inside. I asked before, right? How many of you guys want to look pretty? I know I want to look pretty. And these products are targeted. Now, I'm not going to go through all the products. This is a brief introduction to what the company is and the products are. But I am going to show you a couple of videos. First video I'm going to share with you is a video where Dr. Nathan Newman, his products and how effective they are, and how the owners of Jeunesse Global, Randy and Wendy, discovered that, and how he became a world sensation with products of his technology. Let's watch that video.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nathan Newman. I'm a cosmetic surgeon in Beverly Hills. I trained at Albert Einstein Medical Center in New York, where I got my medical degree. And then I went and I did a residency at Cook County Hospital in dermatology. From there, I went to Riverside and did a fellowship in cosmetic surgery. I read an article about how when you take out the fat and leave it in a syringe, you can see the separation between the fat and the water, and in between it, there is a stem cell rich layer there. We then took these stem cells, concentrated them, started treating people, and we got amazing results. The quality of the skin in the patients we treated was getting improved within a matter of weeks. I met Randy and Wendy Lewis in 2009. Randy had a problem with his knee. He came to my office to get the stem cell treatment. We treated him, he got better, and while he was here, we started talking. He asked me what else I do with my technology or what else I do in my research, and I told him basically that we've developed this polypeptide technology that helps to heal wounds and improve the skin. And we've made a cosmetic product out of it. And he asked me, how many of these do you sell in a month? And I said, about 40. And he looked at me and goes, how would you like to sell 40,000? I said, sure. Randy and Wendy went home. 2 days later, they call me back and they say, okay, we've made a company called Jeunesse, and we're going to sell your product. And the rest is history.
Well, I mean, wasn't that brilliant? I mean, how well could I have said any better than Dr. Newman, right? I mean, the guy is brilliant, and this is how the birth of Jeunesse happened. Next, I want to show you a video, and this is going to relate to the #1 selling product that Jeunesse has. It has actually had a huge impact on myself and my family. So let's watch this video.
dark cherry, blueberry, Concord grape, pomegranate, and acai berries. We've blended these 5 superfruits into one refreshing, powerful, and delicious supplement. Reserve. Each fruit in Reserve was specifically selected for its antioxidant level, nutrition profile, and great taste, and then boosted with aloe vera, grapeseed, and green tea extracts, and Reserve's most influential ingredient, resveratrol. This heart-friendly polyphenol has been the subject of decades of research and gained a worldwide reputation. Proven protection. CAP-E laboratory tests showed that Reserve may enter and protect red blood cells from free radical damage. Reserve is the perfect combination of 5 superfruits, heart-friendly resveratrol, and other scientifically studied ingredients into one refreshing, powerful, and delicious supplement. Reserve. It's vitality reserved for you.
You know, this is my favorite product of the whole line, and my mom has been impacted by it in a very positive manner with her health condition. And today more than ever, it's about our health, right? Boosting your immune system. And when you have a product like Reserve that's able to go below to go into our cells to slow down aging. Not only that, but for me, it gives me instant energy. And you know, the ingredient resveratrol has been studied by a very famous researcher, Dr. David Sinclair at Harvard Medical School, which is a very prestigious medical school here in the US. And he said that it helps with high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, Alzheimer's, joint pain, certain things. That's resveratrol. Our product Reserve has all those ingredients. So if not for anything, you need to all get yourself a box of this, because we need to boost our immune system. We have to be healthy. We don't want to be affected by all the things that are taking place around the world today, right? So with all this being said, how do we leverage the global platform to make money, to make big money? Well, it's really about a system that's been put in place. And, you know, Jeunesse Global is really an e-commerce business. We have a brilliant website that we won awards for. All the products, all the technology, all the ingredients, how to use them, they're all on this website. And not only that, but we also we have over $1 billion of products and inventory around the world. So it makes it simple for us to deliver the product. Even in this, the COVID-19, you know, the closure of the whole world, we're able to ship products on time. I just received another package that I ordered not too long ago. So again, strategic, right? We have a global pay in, pay out solution. So someone can go to my website. Let's say you're in Malaysia. You go to my website, order a box of Reserve, and it gets shipped directly to you in Malaysia because you use your credit card, right? And the company has a seamless global payout plan where the company pays me commission for me sharing this product with people. We have 50 offices and warehouse strategically placed around the world to make it simple to deliver these products. You know, Jeunesse company has live presentations all around the world. Obviously now, because of the global pause, we're not doing that. We're actually using Zoom webinars. We have an amazing system set up. People like myself and other leaders around the world, like Nancy, we're able to take this message to people around the world at the comforts of your own home. And the brilliant part of it is Jeunesse knew how important social media was when they launched in 2009, how impactful social media is. So we have some professional information to be shared on social media, like the videos I just presented, right? So it makes it simple. And not only that, but the company has put together leadership around the world that in the offices to make things easier to answer questions, you know, whatever people need to build their own business. But the most important part is having leadership. A system that we use today is the USGS system that's been proven to create leaders who are successful in life. And encompassing all this, I call this business in a box. Business system in a box. How easy? It's called a turnkey operation, right? I call it the no-brainer business. Why? Because everything is laid out. I don't have to do anything. Just tell the person who invited you, hey, I am open. I am interested. So now let's talk about the money part, right? how do I make money? How do I make big money in the sharing economy? Because everything's been shared all over the world today, right? First of all, to get started, you obviously get a starter kit. The cost is $29.95. This is an online starter kit. Or you could also have an online starter kit along with some marketing material, which is $49.95. Now today, the company is very generous. They said, we want to offer the online starter kit for $1 US dollar to get started, right? And you have the option to order some packages of products. Now, first way to make money is what we call linear income. Linear income is when someone goes to my website, orders products from around the world, and they get shipped and make money, right? I also have the option, these are individual packages. They also have the option to buy an enrollment package, which is larger package. Actually, it's about 23% below wholesale. So it makes perfect sense to buy a larger package because I want to try everything so I could share. Remember I said the sharing economy, right? It makes it simple. And the company actually drop ships to over 95% of the countries that we do business in. And as I mentioned before, we do business in over 150 countries and territories around the world today. Makes it easy. And you get to earn commission around the world. Now, once you build your business, the company, it says, what about leverage income? How do we make leverage income? Linear income's when somebody goes and buys products, right? Leverage income is when you override global sales. Let's say, for example, my friend, let's say Nancy in Texas, she wants to get started with a business like this. So every time there's sales that are generated through her website, I earn an override around the world. So I may have friends around the world. Now you can see how this sharing economy works because why? The internet is connected all over the world and it's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The matching bonus is when the people I introduce to the business, when they receive their commission, I also get an override for helping them build their business. It's a very brilliant system that's been put together. And the global bonus pool is where 3% of the company volume is put into a pool. Those of you who are leaders get to share in this profit. Now, this is not profit sharing. This is actually a percentage of volume that gets shared amongst the people who are leaders in the company. So again, this is an overview, and you can see how when people open up websites around the world, and you're connected to them because of the way it's set up, and you get to earn commissions. Now, at this point, I want to talk not just about money, but travel. Now, the company Jeunesse has 2 incentive trips a year. I've been on some of these trips. They are amazing. The reason why is because when I come home, I don't have a credit card bill because everything is paid for. You can get started today. You could earn one of these free trips. And I met some amazing people. I've been to places like Thailand on a cruise to Alaska. And recently, last year, my wife and I, we went to Rome, Italy. And there were, just for that trip alone, there were over 1,800 people who won a trip. And collectively, globally, there was over 76,000 people who won a trip. 17,000 people who want a trip to different destinations around the world. So again, you have to ask yourself, how many free trips did the company that I work for currently offer me for working hard, right? I don't know. But again, this is really about leadership. This is a proven system that's been put in place. Now, at this point, what I like to do is I like to actually travel to around the world to meet some friends of mine. My friends there. I want people to understand that there are people like you and I, just average people. I'm an average person, right? And they can do the business. So first of all, we're going to fly to Texas. Elaine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, boss. How are you doing?
I am good, Elaine. I know it's a little bit nightfall now, right? So,
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy.
Look at you. You look so fresh. So tell us.
I got to work out.
Got it. I'm sure you're taking some of these products and it keeps you alive, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So Elaine, tell us about your background. What have you done before Jeunesse, and how did you discover Jeunesse?
Okay. Well, I am a mother of 2. I've been married 17 years. I've been living in Austin, Texas since I graduated from University of Texas with a CS degree.
Uh-huh.
And I've been blessed to be in the high-tech industry for 25 years. But I don't like to just work. I like to do fun stuff. I'm a marathoner. I'm a triathlete, Spartan racer, but most especially, I'm a salsa dancer. Love salsa.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some hard stuff that you're doing.
It keeps you young.
Yeah.
I like things that keep me young.
You are young. Yeah.
But yes, so I got into this business because Nancy, who you just met earlier, caught me at a time in my life when, because I'm in corporate, I'm in the software development industry, I've had to take the ups with the downs. And it seems like in corporate, you have to get used to the downs being layoffs usually. So unfortunately, I've been in the industry for 25 years, but in the last 16 years, I've been a victim of layoffs. Oh. Actually 4 layoffs in the last 16 years. So, but Nancy introduced me to this platform, and I was thinking, I want to take some control of my finances, because in corporate, you don't have that control. You're under your corporate, and then you could get promoted, you could get bonuses, but it's all dependent on whether corporate thinks you deserve those things. And sometimes even when you deserve those things, you won't get it. Yeah. So
the politics of corporate life, right?
Correct. Yeah. Of course. So yeah.
And so when you discovered Jeunesse, tell me how did you react to this?
I was thinking, like I said, this is something that I could control. I could put as much work as I wanted into it, or put as little work as I wanted into it, but I would get all the rewards. Because even in corporate life, you could put nights and weekends into your work, but then there's no guarantee you're going to get that bonus. In fact, they even reward you with, here's some more work and a pat on the back, and that's all you get. But with this business, it's actually the opposite. The harder you work, the better the rewards. Well, as you mentioned, you even get rewarded with travel, which I love to do.
I mean, again, you guys have to listen to what she just said. There were some great nuggets that you shared with people about the benefits of corporate life and what it really does at the end, right? I mean, 25 years, you've been laid off 4 times. That's every 5+ years, you have to find a new job.
Right.
The stress, what does it do to people, right? As we get older, I'm 53 years old, 53. I forgot how old I was.
You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. And so do you.
Thank you.
And for what you just said about taking control, I think this is the perfect time. Take control of your life and see what you can create for yourself. So thank you so much for sharing that. And where do you see yourself in the next 3 years, perhaps, working with this team?
Well, so I don't know if I mentioned, but I have daughters, and they're in middle school. So, I mean, in a few short years, they're going to be going to college. So I'd like to be able to get them through college. Now, when I was in college, my parents were able to get me through, but I did have to take jobs here and there and take out student loans. And up until a few years ago, I was still paying off those student loans. So I would like to be more secure in being able to finance my kids' education. And then maybe take more time to travel like I like to do. Yeah. But then most of all, it's having less stress from having, not having control over finances. So that's probably one of the most important things.
And, the stress, as I mentioned before, that's probably how I lost my hair, the stress of no money, right? And one of the things you said was, here in the US, the biggest debt that people have is student loan debt, right? Next to credit card debt. So again, to have that out of the way where you're not focusing on or stressed about that, you got that taken care of. That's brilliant. So thank you so much, Elaine, for sharing with us, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are here who are wondering, what am I going to do next? How am I going to pay for my, my kids to go to college, or how am I going to travel? How am I going to survive this? So thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Baz.
Next, we're going to fly to see a good friend of mine. And I met this young lady, just first of all, it was on Zoom webinars like this. Then we were fortunately able to meet at a live event. So please welcome Laura Lynn from Texas.
Hi, boss. How are you doing?
I am so good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So tell us, you have an amazing background. Can you share with the rest of the world about your background?
Yeah, so my name is Laura Lynn. Like he said, I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I've been a physician assistant for the past 27 years. I graduated from UT Southwestern Medical Center here in Dallas, and got out of school and was working. I got married. Then I had 3 girls, and eventually you know, over time we decided that one of us was going to have to put our career on hold. So that was me. And so I decided, you know, that I was going to stay home with my kids and help raise them. And then I also, you know, started helping my husband with his custom home building business. But now, actually, my baby is going to graduate next week.
Wow!
And so she's going to be going on to
Congratulations!
college. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I began to think about, you know, going back to work as a PA, you know, working in the hospital, maybe a clinic, but you know, medicine is just not as fun as it used to be to practice. There's so many regulations and stuff that you have now. The insurance companies, it's just makes it difficult. So I was thinking about something that I wanted to do. And my husband's like, look, you know, we're going to be traveling once, you know, my youngest graduates, we want to travel. So you really can't be tied down to a 9-to-5 job because you have to worry about taking time off, etc. And he said, we don't have time for that. So I was like, okay. But then, you know, a good friend of mine, her name's Paula. You guys have probably seen her here on International Zoom too. She introduced me to this business opportunity. And I said, look, Paula, I don't have time. I'm going to have 3 kids in 3 different states. And, you know, I'm going to be going to visit them, and I'm going to be going to, you know, my husband he's from Taiwan. He wants to go visit family. I don't have time to do all that. And she said, look, you got a cell phone, don't you? You can use your cell phone. And I said, yeah, I've got a cell phone. She said, that's all it takes. Just the simplicity of using your cell phone, and you've got the time flexibility that you can do it wherever you are. You know, you can go see your kids and you can just run your business from the simplicity of your cell phone. And I said, okay, well, tell me a little more. And so she said, you know, she was telling me that there are biotech products. So because of my medical background, I was interested in that. But I was telling her, I said, you know, there's a lot of companies that say the same thing. So what makes you different from all these other companies? And she said, because we went out and we found doctors and physicians who have cutting edge technology, you know, patents in this cutting edge technology. And they went to them and they said, hey, can we buy that technology from you? And in addition to that, bring you on board to be part of our scientific and medical advisory board and train and teach all these people about this cutting edge technology. So that's what made it so, you know, exciting for me. And so that's why I was like, you know, tell me more. I want to be a part of this. It made me so excited.
Well, I mean, you know, you have, I mean, amazing background with the kids that you have. And there's a lot of people who are finding themselves empty nesters, right? The kids are off to college. What am I going to do next? And obviously you want to have a good time and make money at the same time. And you found that this is an avenue for you, especially knowing how good these products are because of your medical background, the pharmaceutical grade products that we have, right? So again, thank you so much for sharing, you know, and now I see you more and more, and I see that you're taking a leadership role. So soon you'll see Laura doing the same thing I'm doing, presenting. So again, I really want to thank you. And I have seen the growth in the last few months, how you've grown to who you are, especially when you say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to present to the people in the world. So it's not just about money. It's really about personal development, growth, self-esteem, confidence, and so many different things.
That's right, boss. I mean, it really is. I just feel, you know, like I feel like I've gained a lot of personal growth. It's forced me to get outside that comfort zone, you know, force yourself to do things. And so there's been a lot of personal growth, and I just feel so empowered by doing this. So thank you for having me here today.
Well, thank you again. Thank you so much, Laura. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Next, we're going to take a virtual plane all the way to Singapore. How many of you guys have been to Singapore? It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever traveled to, the cleanest place on the planet, I think. So we have Raymond. Raymond is a very successful entrepreneur. He is one of the top leaders of this company, Jeunesse Global. He has given us his precious time to speak to you. Raymond, welcome.
Hello, Vas and everybody. Hope everyone can stay healthy and stay safe. Okay, thank you for having me here. And it's always nice to see you. You're an awesome speaker.
Nice to see you as well. So share with us your background, Raymond. I know you've had a lot of success in the past, and you saw the success that you could have in this platform. Can you share the past and what you've seen at this Jeunesse?
I mean, honestly, my career life until I became a boss myself, my life is always ups and downs. Okay, whatever business that I run in the past. Okay, until I got involved in Jeunesse, I thought, this is going to be the final thing already. Okay, because I do see Jeunesse in the future. Okay, I think start with I came from a background of family that running traditional business. My family was very well to do, honestly. My dad was a self-made entrepreneur, but sadly he passed away too young when I was only at the age of 13. And even my sibling, all of us are all in the teenage year, so we could not succeed the business. And from there, you know, our family finance started to decline to the point that we're actually living from hands to mouth. All right. And so therefore, it's always my dream to be an entrepreneur. Upon graduation from university, I started working in media line, the print and broadcasting station, right? All in all, about 10 over years. Until one day I got sick and tired of that corporate life, like what Laura and Elaine was sharing with you just now. I think if I had chance, I want to be a boss. So my dream to become an entrepreneur resurfaced. And I got a chance to be a publisher. And I ran that business for about a few years. Initially, it was very good business until 1997, because of the Asian financial crisis, that I could not sustain the business, so I had to close down. But I still not willing to go back to work. Yeah, so I still pursue to be an entrepreneur. This time around, I got involved in education, training business. Yeah, then from there, of course, I mean, the competition was very keen, and we don't really make good money. It's very tiring. Until one day, I got involved in a network marketing company. Of course, that time wasn't JNS yet. Yeah, and then I did the business for about 13 years. Honestly, I did make money from there. But because of the way in which the business is, the model is running, is that it's not easy, because every month I got to, you know, go and meet my sales target. Yeah. So of course, still can run as a business. But you know, at the time I was already about 50 plus, and today I'm in the 60. I was actually thinking of retirement. Yeah, because my two children also grown up. They have their own fulfilling career. Yeah. So, but then I still thinking of finding a solution, that something that can let me have it without worry, okay, and continue working. So I chanced upon JNS. That was about 7+ years ago. Yeah, that time I knew about JNS when JNS was in the 3rd year. And in fact, JNS already did so well. We were already in the top 100. And we went into, I think, spread to about 85 countries. I thought, you know, what kind of company is this? So it was out of curiosity, I flew to Taipei, because at that time, JNS wasn't in Singapore yet. So I flew there to just take a look and to understand the business. Then of course, the product also worked on my wife. She happened to have this frozen soda. So over a few days, we took the product reserve and her pain subsided. So I thought that is a wonderful product, and we wanted to buy the product back to Singapore without thinking of doing the business that time. Until Kim came to Singapore, and with a group of entrepreneurs, I think there are about 20+ of them from different countries. Because this group of people, to me, they are so different. Yeah, they are, you know, with a very different culture, you know, and they're very kind and warm. So I feel a sense of belonging. Yeah, honestly, then I said, okay, wow, this is an amazing group of people. So I got involved. I make a decision from there. I said, okay, let's restart again. Yeah, and after about 3 to 4 years, you know, I honestly, I could make the money, okay, more than what I used to make over the past 13 years, you know. So, and we're living a life now that is totally free, you know, and we have, my wife and me have this common goal, and because we're in this common business together, and we have dreams, and we like to travel a lot, you know, especially nowadays, we can travel with a group of like-minded people, our partners. Yeah, so life is much more fulfilling. Yeah.
Well, you know, Raymond, that's an amazing story. I can relate to some parts of it where you were talking about how the traditional business went down and you're looking for something else. And another thing is, you are successful, you have been successful, you're ready to retirement, and you found something that's going to really ignite you who you are to provide for others. So thank you so much for sharing. And again, you are an amazing leader. You reached one of the highest pinnacles of our company, just sharing this opportunity with people. And I know what you've done. You've supported so many other people around the world to share these ideas that can make a difference for themselves. So I'm really thankful that you made the time to be with us, and thank you so much again. And we'll see you hopefully at the next live event.
Yes, thank you for having me here, and we'd like to look forward to seeing all of you. Right?
Same here.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Take care. Now, folks, you guys just saw 3 individuals from 3 different backgrounds of life. You know, the commonality there is everybody wants success. They want freedom. They want to be in control of their life. So please get back to the person who put you on the webinar. Let them know if you're interested or if you're just satisfied with the life that you live today. If not for anything, use the products because it'll really help you boost your immune system and really help you look and feel young again. So please get back to the person, and we're going to have an amazing presentation tomorrow at the same time. So until then, see you guys, and good luck and be safe. Bye-bye.
If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.